Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're a developer, I bet you know this feeling all too well. You've built an amazing FastAPI application. It runs perfectly on your machine, but getting it live for the whole world to see? That feels like this huge, complicated next step. Well, not anymore. In this explainer, we're going to solve that exact problem.
Right, it's such a frustrating bottleneck. Your brilliant project is just sitting there, trapped on localhost, and you're staring down the barrel of all these complex cloud services, confusing pricing tiers, and just mountains of documentation. But what if there was a ridiculously simple and genuinely free way to get it online?
And that's where our hero, Python Anywhere, comes in. Seriously, forget needing a credit card just to get started. Forget trying to figure out a pricing page that looks like an advanced math problem. We're talking about a path that is truly free, requires zero payment info, and can take you from your local machine to live on the web in about 15 minutes.
So, let's get right into it. First up, bridging that gap. We're about to take your app from the comfort of your personal computer to a public, shareable web address that anyone, anywhere can access.
And let's be super clear about the goal here. By the end of this, you are going to have a live URL for your app, one you can send to anyone, pop into your portfolio, or hook up to a front-end client. And the best part, you will have spent exactly $0.
Okay, time to roll up our sleeves. Let's get the foundation laid by getting you set up on Python Anywhere. This is all about creating your free account and kicking off the web app. Don't worry, this part is incredibly fast. First things first, just head over to pythonanywhere.com. You're going to hit pricing and sign up, and the key here is to choose the beginner account. It is completely 100% free. Just pick a username, pop in your email, create a password, and that's it. Notice what's missing? Yep, no credit card form. So once you're in, you'll see your dashboard. Just cruise on over to the Web tab and click Add a new web app. Python Anywhere makes this part so easy. It lets you pick your Python version and then gives you a list of frameworks. Go ahead and select FastAPI. It sets up a really helpful template for you right out of the box.
All right, with that basic setup done, it's time for the next big step, getting your actual code online. Now that Python Anywhere has a home ready for your app, we need to, give it the files to run.
This part is really about two things. First, we've got to get your Python files onto their servers. And second, we need to tell their system what other software packages, the dependencies, your code needs to work properly.
Back on your dashboard, head over to the Files tab. This is where you can upload all the files from your project, your main.py, any helper scripts, that kind of thing. But the single most important file you need to have ready is your requirements.txt.
And don't worry, your requirements.txt file is super simple. It's just a plain text list of every library your project uses. So you'll have FastAPI and UVcorn for sure, and then anything else you might need, like say OpenAI or Python-.env. Just think of this file as the recipe for your app's environment.
Okay, so with your files uploaded, go to the Consoles tab and open up a Bash console. This gives you a command line right on their server. From there, you're just going to run this one single command. It tells Python's package manager, pip, to read that requirements file you just uploaded and install everything your app needs. Simple as that.
We are so close. The code is there, the dependencies are installed. All that's left now is to just connect the dots with a few final configuration tweaks. Almost there.
This last bit of setup is all about pointing the Python Anywhere web server to the right place in your code. We basically need to tell it, hey, when a web request comes in, this is the specific FastAPI object you need to talk to.
So to make that connection, you'll go back to the Web tab and find the link to your WGSI configuration file. All you have to do is edit it and add these two little lines of code. Assuming your main file is main.py and your FastAPI instance is called app, this code tells the server exactly where to find it.
And one more really critical piece. This one's for security. Please don't put your secret API keys directly in your code. Instead, right there on the Web tab, scroll down to Environment Variables. Add your keys here. This keeps them safe and totally separate from your codebase.
All right, this is it. This is the moment we've been working towards. All the pieces are in place. It is time to flick the switch and bring your application to life for the whole world to see.
So head back to the Web tab one last time, take a deep breath, and go ahead and click that big, satisfying green Reload button. This applies all of your changes and officially starts the server.
And there it is. Bam! At the top of the page, you'll see your unique URL.
That is it. Your app is live on the internet. You can click that link, you can send it to your friends, you can access your FastAPI application from anywhere in the world. Seriously, congratulations!
So, now that you're celebrating your live app, you might be wondering, okay, what's the catch with this free plan? That's a fair question. Let's quickly go over the details so you know exactly what you're getting.
The main thing to know about it is processing power. You get 100 CPU seconds per day. Now, this doesn't mean your app is only on for 100 seconds. It means it can perform a total of 100 seconds worth of heavy computation. For personal projects, prototypes, and low-traffic APIs, this is actually surprisingly generous.
You also get 512 megabytes of file storage. That's for all your source code, any data files you might upload, or even small databases. Again, for getting started and hosting some pretty significant projects, that's more than enough space.
So, to wrap it all up, this is truly free forever with no credit card ever needed. It's got the perfect amount of power for personal projects, portfolio pieces, and prototypes. You can even point a custom domain name to it if you get one later. It is, without a doubt, the absolute perfect way to get your feet wet with deployment.
Look at that. We've just walked through the entire process, from start to finish. The only thing separating your code on localhost from a live public URL is about 15 minutes of your time. So, the only question left is, are you ready to deploy?